If you have never been a part of a State of the Franchise gaming live stream, get ready, because you never know what's going to happen. On this date, in this team's lore, August 12th, 2023, at that point, there had only been 23 perfect games. Nate Pearson, the number you see there will be number 24. This is a coincidence. I didn't know he was wearing 24. He doesn't seem to have a very good record, but hey, even Dallas Braden had a perfect game, and only a couple years later was out of the league. So let's enjoy what we see here. Ground ball into the catcher is the first out. You know, pretty typical pitcher. You know, getting some guys to strike out. Pearson utilizing that fastball, striking out a great hitter, and then taking care of Miguel and Duhar. We had good pitching. We had some offense. We had some defense, especially from the outfield. Did you see Marte making do with his glove? And as well as Chapman on this throw, long to first, just gets the runner out in time, or does it? I think it's going to stand up, and it does. As well as Teoscar Hernandez, Giancarlo Stanton, the AL MVP. Makes the catch! Woo! Oh my goodness. And the perfecto is saved for 2 more innings as long as we execute. Oh my, okay, that's George Springer. We already had a run, but I don't like 1-run leads, and y'all know this. He's going to take it deep over the porch to give us a 2-0 cushion. But again, the pitching has to come through, and so does the defense. So much for analytics where they want to tell you fielding independent of pitching, but let's be real. Your pitcher ain't nothing without the defense. He can't play every position out there. Unless you're Martin DeHigo, but that's neither here nor there, and that was a Negro League player. But Pearson will get the job done again. Teoscar Hernandez doing what he needs to do, and we got 4 outs remaining, but it won't come easy. Duhar hits a ball into no man's land, and Teoscar yet again. 8 putouts, including saving a home run. Pearson perfect through 8. So many perfect games are lost here. Think of Armando Galarraga, imperfect game where the umpire screwed him out. But I don't think we will get any of that here. Enrique Hernandez strikes out, high fastball. We got 1 remaining. Let me remind you, Clemens, Halladay, Stieb, no one, and I mean no one in Toronto Blue Jays history has a perfect game. But number 24 you see there, Nate Pearson. So why don't you subscribe? You never know what's going to happen on stream. You will hit 4 home runs in a game. You never know. But thank that man, most definitely. Anyway, we jump back into a regular schedule programming where we will take on the division-leading Tampa Bay Rays. We are 7 games, if not 7.5 games, behind them in the AL East. And listen, they've basically been running away with the division the whole time. We are the hottest team in the division. 9-1 in the last 10 games, and we need to at least take 2 out of 3 in order to inch closer, as we will play them in another series later in the year. Roman Quinn gets on, and Bo Bichette, more history in Toronto. As you can see, he has a 17-game hit streak. Lourdes Gurriel is on deck. I don't care if he walks at this point. Hell, Gurriel is probably our best hitter for runners in scoring position, but hopefully he can extend that streak. Ooh, high fastball. Rasmussen is saying, I'm not going to allow that at this point in time. You better wait till later. Bichette is 9th in the American League in batting average, which, listen, you'd think Vlad was, but Bichette got the money this year, and he will extend the hit streak, but when is Vlad going to get his money? He is up for an extension, but we are cutting very close to the luxury tax threshold, though I don't care about that. I don't know if the general manager and ownership will, but unfortunately, runners in scoring position, we will not be able to capitalize here in the 3rd. As Ryan McGroon gets on with a triple, and Manoah strikes out a batter, but he gives up a single to Kenny. And 2 is what he will give up here in said 5th. I'm not too worried, okay? His hitting streak was 8 all-time in Toronto Blue Jays history, behind a bunch of guys who have actually tied it. Sean Green holds the record. Ooh. Good thing he already extended it, because that was a terrible swing, and that'll probably be the last pitch he will see today. Teoscar gets on with a double as Matt Chapman continues to hit decently well at the bottom of the lineup. He's been relatively hot, and Alejandro Kirk is behind him. We're still unsure what we're going to do with him. We could extend him, and he's going to extend the inning with a walk. We could move on from him. We could look at free agency. We could offer him a qualifying offer, but to be honest with you, this is not something we should be concerned about at this point in time. It is the middle of August, and we're trying to make a postseason push. I don't want to distract the boys in the locker room. Alejandro Kirk, 0-2, swing and a miss at a slow slider from Whistler. That thing just whizzes out of the zone. And it is Moreno's turn, who would be a runner for the Rookie of the Year if we just called him up, sort of. Big time strikeout by Whistler, down by 2. Quinn, ground ball to second base. Fortunately, Quinn had to play today. Got to get him some burn. As JT Chargois is going to come out of the bullpen, 22 strikeouts, 7 walks in 25 innings. Bichette looking to get himself on in order to, get somebody else, that being Vlad Guerrero, up. And ground ball to his defensive position. Franco, long throw in the hole, and he's going to get him out. And Vlad will step up with nobody on. He's batting .312 against righties, .206 against lefties. That's not like a right-handed batter. But when you don't see very many lefties, it's going to happen. He's going to take this one to right field, and it's going to get, not out of here. Off the top of the padding of the wall. He's going to slide in the second. Ooh, close play. But the tying run will come to the plate. His 20th double. I'm surprised he didn't get there sooner. But we will take it. A lot of his extra base hits have been long balls. Let's be honest. He does lead the American League. As Ketel Marte gets an opportunity to put us on the board with 4 offensive outs remaining. Pitch from Chargois is going to be a grounder up the middle into center field, and Guerrero is definitely going to score from second. Kiermaier doesn't have the arm like he used to. Surprised they even brought him back at this point. They do have prospects down in the minors. Anyways, Mr. Teoscar Hernandez saved the perfect game, but he's not going to be able to do much as he chops his one in front of the catcher's line. What am I talking about? Yeah. Anyways, Andrew Kittredge, 41 saves and 43 opportunities in which he put us away. I know, this is a far cry from the perfecto that we had just a couple days ago. This is August 15th, by the way. Chapman, a long ball, which he's been pretty clutch about, hitting long balls in 9th inning or later situations. And swing and miss, slider, 88 miles an hour on the radar games. Kittredge is not playing any games. He did make the All-Star team this past year. Or just this year. Kirk, doesn't get plenty, doesn't get enough ABs to really, I guess you can really justify his 310 average. But, hey, he comes off the bench, he comes in, does what we need him to do, but dude, you could have swung at something way better than that. That's an inside sinker at your ankle bone. Look at this. This thing was never in the zone. Why so desperate to swing at it? And oh boy, we must be in trouble if we're counting on Roman Quinn to get on. 2-2. Oh, he's going to lace one in the center field. The go-ahead run is at first. We're at the number 2 batter in the lineup, that being Bo Bichette. He just needs a good enough single. Nothing too hard to get us a run. First pitch he's going to see is a slider hung high, and oh man, just right at Kiermaier. Unfortunately, we are going to take the L in this one as we lose 2-1. All right, we do have 2 more games against this Rays team. And we got to at least take these next 2 games. But we can't lose ground because I don't like the idea of going into a wild card matchup. Remember, the rules haven't updated at all in 22. So, unfortunately, we will have to play 1 game, wild card game. So, 2 guys get on, Bichette and Guerrero in time for Ketel Marte, facing Shane McClanahan. Marte from his right-hand swing. Ooh, gets jammed with a fastball, and unfortunately, that's going to be a shallow right center. That's not going to be a good plate appearance. Santiago Espinal got to get some burn at some point. He's playing DH, ground ball in the second, and he's going to be out as well, so we can't capitalize with 2 runners on. We jump to the third, 2 runners on again, and ooh, swing and a miss. I think he got a piece of it, but it doesn't matter because it was the second strike anyway. Espinal takes a fastball to third. A lazy toss to first. Damn, he really does not respect Espinal's speed, which really isn't much. Springer gets home with a double. Bichette is 2 for 2. He has already extended his hit streak to 19 games, moving up the Toronto history boards. Oh, that's going to fly out to right. And we'll move on to Mr. Guerrero, runner at second. And the pitch from McClanahan is going to be a fastball hit high, but not very far. I thought he got all of it. He got all of it to hit it to foul territory. Unfortunately, we jump to the 7th as it is still nothing. Berrios is out here even this late in the ball game. Ooh, good sinking fastball. He's going to get the job done. He's already gotten the quality start. And he even goes out there for the 8th. Gives up a single in the groom. Strikes a guy out. Walks Mead. A ground out will end it. He goes 8 strong. As I don't think we're going to pitch him out there for the 9th already. It might not matter as Espinal gets the long ball. Teoscar strikes out. Kirk tacks on another one to make it 2-0. And Jordan Romano, despite blowing the save in a previous matchup, will get a chance in this one. And that'll be a fly out. Rosarena, another guy in the running for the MVP, ground ball to short. Over to first, and that'll definitely be the second out.
Now back.
Romano, an all-star in his own right. As not too many relievers get the opportunity to be an all-star. And oh, are you serious? Dude, don't blow this game like that. I guess I might have spoke blown saves into existence, but we're still up by 1. 22nd from Brandon Lopp. I don't know if they've had too many guys hit 30 home runs in their history. They tend to move on from dudes like that, but maybe they're under a different Rays regime. Full count, Diego Infante 2 away, but he has not gotten a hit in his 2 at-bats. Boston is beating New York 4-3, but we don't care about that because they're beneath us. We take this one 2-1, flipping the series, now 1-1. Berrios, player of the game, 9 strikeouts in 8 innings. Wow, we seem to just keep getting guys up. Keep getting 2 guys on base in the first inning. We need to capitalize on these opportunities. We are actually one of the worst offenses in the league. 3-6, and back to 3 for the double play. Fortunately, we can't get another first inning run. And yet another runner in scoring position opportunity. Like, we really need to capitalize. The teams in the postseason are going to take advantage of us. Remember, they're usually throwing out there their best 3 pitches. And throwing the dirt is going to be a wild pitch, but it kicked in front of the mound, and that runner will go from first to second. Score that a wild pitch. Franco is now on deck. 3-1 count. Kiermaier, not known for his power, but he won't need a power shot to get through this one because he will power walk to first. Not a good look, dude. It is too early for this. And that leaves the ever-dangerous Wander Franco at his young age. Oh, split for the fastball on the outside corner. It's going to be called for a strike. I did not see that coming. Neither did he. He is not flattered by that. Infante on deck as yet another batter has been thrown. Full count and liner right at third. And that is Domingo Nieva, guy we called up recently to replace Mr. Magical, playing third base, replacing Chapman. A late slider in the left field, and that'll be a single. As we now have 1 runner on. Well, it should be 2 runners on. What the hell? Nonetheless, Gurriel's going to hit a high flat ball in the right field, and Margot is going to make the catch. Runner at second for the tag. Be 90 feet from the run if we can be successful. Teoscar. Oh, man, he got way too much underneath that one. That's going to be another wasted opportunity with a runner in scoring position. Roman Quinn run on first, and okay. Damn, I feel like every inning we've got 2 runners on, but we need to strike for a run. Domingo Leiva has hit a home run this season. Granted, he's only got 13 plate appearances. He's going to drop down a bunt. You know what? I thought the bunt was dead in baseball. The shift is dead. Everybody hits for exit velo, but sometimes the bunt comes in handy. Tapia. Oh, man. Prime opportunity to come through by just getting bat on ball, really. I just need to hit it over the infield. Now it is George Springer's turn. 1-2. He's going to hit this one high and deep to left, and it is going to be out of here. Just hooking fair. Springer, with his 22nd home run of the season, gives us a 3-0 lead here in this ball game. Really, y'all don't dap him up at home plate? Like, come on. Gotta dap that man up. And we're going to replace Gaussman here in the 7th for a different pitcher. That being,
ladies and gentlemen,
we'll go with Trevor Richards.
Attention, please.
His whip is pretty high. We want to see if we can get it down. Gives up a hit. Fly out. He's going to walk a runner. Oh, boy. And gives up a single. The bases are juiced. Ay, ay, ay. Emmanuel Margot is at the plate. This is not good. 1-0 pitch is going to get hit to right center. Springer. Woo, is going to get to that one. And honestly, Richards is lucky to have gotten out of that one. As high as his whip is, almost a 1.5. Good job. Good job getting out of danger. Bichette strikes out. Guerrero strikes out. But Gurriel hits a long ball. Give us a 4-0 lead. And it looks like we might hold on to this. Come on, Richards. What are you doing? Well, we got that insurance run, but come on, Romano, just please finish this game. A ground out. Okay. Strikeout. A single. Going for the pinch runner. Pinch hitter. Malone. Oh, come on. Runners at the corners. This is not a good look. Oh, wait. It's the 8th? Crap. 3-1 count. Just don't walk in. It's like nobody can hear me in their earpiece. No one can hear me in their earpiece. I don't understand.
The second baseman.
Stashik is going to come out of the bullpen. Remember, we traded for him back in June. Romano is responsible for all 3 runners on base as Cooper Kinney steps up. 3 for 5 in the series, 1 for 2 today. A single just an inning ago. He's going to hit this one to left field. It's going to kick in front of Kinney. Oh, man, kicks off his feet and knees. The throwback in the infield. 2 runs are going to score. Romano was credited with a blown save. Stashik can still take the L, though, if they score. We're going to warm up a righty and a lefty because you never know with this Rays lineup. They got righties, they got lefties, they got switch hitters. Surprised they don't have switch pitchers at this point. Marco has an opportunity to break this wide open, and he's going to hit this one to left. So fortunately, we'll be able to get out of the 8th inning tied, but not unscathed. Jump ahead to the 10th as this game went to extras, and Springer does have that 3-run shot earlier. The Rays are going to call on 2 lefties. I don't think that's the smartest idea. We do hit lefties. Granted, not all that well, but at least the attributes are there. Oh, slider. Hit high into shallow center. Franco is going to make the play. Hopefully we can capitalize here in the 10th. You want to score more than, you want to score at least 2-3 runs in these extra inning matchups in the regular season, because bottom of the inning, teams can walk us off. So, Bichette steps up, both 1 for 4. Fairbanks out there, 50 plus pitches. I would not have expected that from him, unless can be capitalized. 54th pitch from Fairbanks. Chopper through the hole is second, and between second and first, and he's going to get thrown back in to the plate. We got runners at the corners for Vladdy. He does not have a hit all day. 2-2. Inside out's a fastball over first and over the outstretched arm of that first baseman. A fifth run will score. The runner will come around from first to third. Bichette safe as we try to tack on even more. Matter of fact, let's push on to the bottom of the 10th. Who would have thought? Full count for Diego Infante. Runner in second. He could be dropping, but no, not right now. Fly ball off a sinker hit the left, and that runner's going to have to retreat back to said base. The throwback in the infield is a little offline. Fortunately, they will not advance with Tyler Malone. 3 of 11 in this series, 2 for 4 today, 2-11 hitting with runners in scoring position. Garcia looking to finish this game off and pick up save number. Actually be his second save of the season. High fly ball to left. The runner in second is gonna have to retreat. Damn. Maybe cut down on some of that launch angle there, buddy. You know, you guys are so big on analytics. Whatever. Anyways, Curtis Mead, 1 and 2. 0 for 2 in today's ball game. Garcia, not really known to be out here pitching too often. He's averaged under 30 innings like the last 2 seasons. Unfortunately, he's able to get us the save to pick up 2 of 3 to continue to fly high. We are winners of 9 of 10 still. And taking a look at the standings, we are 6.5 out of first place, and we do hold the wild card spot. If you take a look at the rest of our schedule as far as divisional matchups are concerned, we face Baltimore 6 games, the Rays 6 games, and the Red Sox 6 games. We are done facing the Yankees, but we are not done yet at this season. Subscribe.